You know, I thought something was powerful. I heard Miles Monroe said one time that God will show you your vision, but he would never tell you how you're going to get there. And the reason why he won't tell you how you get there because your vision is symbolizing as you are reaching the end point of where you're supposed to go. So if he told you the plan, it will be things that you will probably detour from or either take another route of doing or try to take the fast route of reaching that plan, and it won't be according to God's will, but it will be under your pretense. See, everything has to be done in the order of the Almighty. One example that he used was the situation with Joseph. When Joseph had a vision of him sitting on the throne and his family members bowing before him, and his brothers was like, you know what, you think you're more than us and everything, so they threw him into a pit trying to get rid of him, and he thought he was being saved only to be sold into slavery in Egypt. He was later placed in a position on side of Potiphar where Potiphar's wife lied on him, saying that he tried to come on to her and everything, and then Potiphar threw him in prison. Then he was later forgotten about. Look at it this way: after being betrayed by your family, sold into slavery, working at a job or either position, and only to be lied on and betrayed by somebody you thought you was cool with, placed into prison, Joseph never stirred away from his faith. Now, to make a long story short, Joseph was later summoned by Pharaoh to interpret a dream that he was actually having that nobody else could actually interpret. So Joseph ended up telling Pharaoh what the dream meant, later placing him in a high position of being second in command over all of Egypt. The moment Joseph was placed in that position, he realized that was the vision that God had bestowed upon his spirit. Now, what some people don't understand is that if God basically broke down the whole entire process to Joseph, telling him, you're going to go through this, you're going to go through that, there will be moments when Joseph will probably try to dodge his brothers, not trusting them the way how he did. I mean, if you have like 12 brothers coming after you, say, hey, let's go over here, and you knew they was going to throw you into a pit, would you follow them? Point being to the whole entire thing is this: if God were to tell you play by play of everything that's supposed to happen to your life in order to get you to your purpose, you will skip around and won't go through the whole entire process. That process of whether you like it or not is developing your spirit, is developing your character, is developing your strength, is developing your faith in God, is developing your spiritual vision. That places you in a position where God needs you to be. You cannot get in a position where God needs you to be and you're so focused and in tune on every single thing from a fleshly perspective. So don't look at the things that you lost. Look at the things that you gained. And I know some things may seem a little drastic. Some things may seem a little painful throughout the process. You may lose your house. You may lose your car. You may lose a loved one and everything else. But you trust the process because you got to understand that God's plan is greater than what we intended for ourselves.